The question here is Amit walks 16 meters south from his house and turns east to walk 63 meters to reach his friend's house. While returning, he walks diagonally from his friend's house to reach back to his house. What is the distance did he walk while returning? Okay, so Amit's house say is somewhere over here. Okay, so this is Amit's house. Okay, Amit's house. Now Amit walks 16 kilometers south from his house. So he starts walking from his house towards the south. 16 meters. So he reaches 16 meters. He walks south of his house. Okay, and then turns east to walk 63 meters. Now from here, when he reaches here, now he turns east. He walks a length of say 63 meters and say reaches here. Okay, to reach his friend's house. So that's his friend's house. Okay, while returning, now while going back to his house, he walks diagonally from his friend's house to reach back to his house. Now while returning, what he does is that from his friend's house, he walks diagonally this way and then he reaches his house. Okay, so this is a 90-degree angle here. The question here is what distance did he walk while returning? That means the question here is you have to calculate, if I call this triangle ABC, then you have to calculate the length of AC. Okay. Now here he has walked 63 meters. So we will mark here 63 meters. Fine. Now we shall calculate. We shall use Pythagoras theorem for this problem. Okay. So from Pythagoras theorem, okay, let's say let Amit walk. Let us call this length x. Let Amit walk x meters diagonally from his friend's house to reach his own house. Okay, so therefore AC must be equal to x. Fine. Now from Pythagoras theorem, this is a right angle triangle. So we apply Pythagoras theorem. From Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular
Yes, sir.
square plus base square. Now what is hypotenuse here? Hypotenuse here is AC. So AC square. Perpendicular here is AB. So AB square. And base here is BC. So BC square. Now we put the values. AC here we have taken as x. So this becomes x square. AB is 16. So this is 16 plus BC here is 63. Okay. So that means x square is equal to square of 16 is 256 and the square of 63 is 3969. You add these two to get 4225. So that means x must be equal to square root of 4225. Now how to find out the square root of 4225? You can use your division method. In fair only you will show, not in rough. 4225. Start pairing. Okay, so this is 6 into 6 will give you 36. Subtract, you get 6, 2, 5. Double 6 to get 12. So what digit should you place here? You see here you will place 5. 125 into 5 will give you 625. Okay, so therefore, what is the square root of 4225? It is 65 meters. So therefore, what distance does he walk diagonally to reach his own house? He walks 65 meters. Clear? Or any question?
No, sir.
We move on to the next problem then. In fact, the assignment problems. I'm not going to solve all the assignment problems. Okay, just uh, maybe one or two or three assignment problems. That should be okay. You do the others on your own. Let us do. Acha, someone asked me about a problem from square roots prime factorization, and I said I will solve it at the end. You have any such question? Anyone who asked?
No, sir.
Someone asked me.
Sir, I had asked.
Yes,
Sir,
tell me
Priyanshu.
what was your question? Tell me.
Sir, it was prime factorizing 6,225.
Prime factorization of
6,225.
6,225. Let's prime factorize 6,225. 6225. First try with 3. So I think it will go with 3 because you add up the digits, it will divisible by 3. So 3203735. Okay, so this is 1. Next 2075. Is it divisible by 3? No, it is not. So next we try 4. 4 is also not there. Next we try 5. So 5, 4, 1, and you have 5. Next again it will go with 5. 5, 8, and then you have 5, 3. So 83 is a prime number, right? You cannot factorize it any further. So therefore, 6225 is 3 into these two 5s are there. So 5 square into 83. That's it. What is the problem? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So 83 is a prime number. You cannot factorize it any further. So you leave it there. Fine. So moving on to the next problem here. I'm going to solve this problem. Do one on your own. Okay. The question here is find the smallest natural number which when multiplied to each of the following numbers to get a perfect square. What? Find the smallest natural number. So what number must be multiplied to get to make 2178 a perfect square? So what we do is we
So you
first
have to prime factorize it.
prime factorize first. 2178 you prime factorize first. Okay. 2178. Try with 2. So you get 1088. Again 2. 544. Again 2. Okay.
Sir, 272.
Yes. Wait. So this will be 272. Do the first one correctly. This should be 9, not 8. So you cannot divide by 2 here. This should be 9. Okay. So now you try with 3. So will it go with 3? Yes, it will go with 3. 3 into 3, 6, 3. Again, is it divisible by 3? Yes. So 1, 2, 1. Now it will go with 11. So this is the prime factorization of 2178. So what are we getting? Therefore, 2178
Is
is equal
unpaired.
to 2 into 3 into 3 into 11 into 11. Okay. This is what we are getting as a prime factorization. Now the point here is that uh, obviously 2178 is not a perfect square because 2 is unpaired, but they have not asked whether it is a perfect square or not. Okay, they have only told you that to how do you make it a perfect square. That means obviously it is not a perfect square. That is why they are asking you to make it a perfect square. So how do you make it a perfect square? You pair this 2. How do you pair this 2? You multiply both sides by 2. So that means therefore, what is the smallest, what is the least number or smallest number? Smallest number, natural number, which must be multiplied. To make 2178 a perfect square. That number is 2, right? Next part of the question says find the square root of the resulting number. So what is the resulting number? Resulting number is 2178 into 2. How much it will come to?
Sir, 4,000.
356, right? So therefore, 4356 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 11 into 11, right? So that means this is equal to 2 square into 3 square into 11 square, which can be written as 2 into 3 into 11 whole square. So therefore, what is the square root of the resulting number? Is equal to square root of 4356. And we have already shown 4356 is equal to this. The 2 into 3 into 11 square. You have a square inside a square root. So you can remove the square root. 2 into 3 into 11 will give you 66. And that is your answer. Okay. So this is the first part. So let's move on to the next question. You can do part 1 on your own. The next part of the question, question is find the smallest number by which each by which each of the following is to be divided. I think. Oh, okay. Each of the following so that the quotient. The quotient means you have to divide. Is a perfect square. Also find the square root of the resulting number. Let us do the second part. Second part is a big number. Let's do the second part. So you prime factorize 3380. First you try with 2. So you get 1, 6, 9, 0. Again, I think it will go with 2. 8, 4, 5. Now it will not go with 2. Will it go with 3? Yes. No, it will not go with 3 also. It will not go with 4. It will go with 5. 5, 1. And then you have 5, 6. And then you have 9. Okay. And then 169 is square of 13. So it will go with 13. Okay. So therefore, what are we getting? 3380 is equal to 2 into 2 into 5 into 13 into 13. This time here they are asking you what should be the quotient, right? What should be divided. So that means we divide, we want to remove this 5, so we divide both sides by 5. So 3380 divided by 5 is equal to 2 into 2 into 5 into 13 into 13 divided by 5. So you get 3380 divided by 5 is equal to this 5 will get cancelled. 2 into 2 into 13 into 13, right? So what is the least number? Smallest natural number? By which 3380 is to be divided. to make it a perfect square? Is equal to 5, right? Because we have divided both sides by 5. What is the resulting number? 3,380 divided by 5. Okay, we divide this. How much will you get? 6, 7. You get 6. 676 you are getting. So now the next question says, what is the square root of the quotient? So we'll find out the square root of this number. So therefore, what can you write? 676 has been written above as, from here, 676 has been written above as 2 into 2 into 13 into 13, which is equal to 2 square into 13 square, which is equal to 2 into 13 square. So therefore, what is the square root here? Square root of 2 into 13 whole square, which is equal to 2 into 13, which is equal to 26. And that is the square root of the resulting number. Clear with this? Okay, let's move on to the next question. The next question is, find the square root by prime factorization method. Okay, let's take the bigger number, 4,356. You know how to find out the square root by prime factorization method. This should be easy for you. So let's take number 3, part 2, 4,356. Let's prime factorize this. First of all, you can divide by 2. Again, you can divide by 2. I think 1089 will be divided by 3 and divide by 3. 3 into 3. And you have 6 and 3. 363. Again, you can divide by 3. 1, 2, 1. And 121, you know, is the square of 11. So that's all. So therefore, what do you get? 4,356 is equal to 2 into 2, this pair, this pair, this pair, into 3 into 3, into 11 into 11, which is equal to, you can write this as 2 square into 3 square into 11 square, which can now be written as 2 into 3 into 11. Therefore, what is the square root? 4,356 is equal to square root of 2 into 3 into 11 square, which is equal to 2 into 3 into 11, which is equal to 66. Right, give a plus or minus sign also. Okay, so this is 66. Plus or minus 66 is your square root. Okay, so this was easy enough. Division method, would you like me to work out division method or do it on your own?
So we'll do on our own side.
Division method you
Yes,
can do
sure.
on your answer is given. I think that should be okay. Division method, I have shown you enough examples. Number 5. Find the least or smallest square number that is divisible by 3, 6, 8, and 15. Now, similar example I have worked out, but let's see another problem of this type. The smallest square number which is divisible by 3, 6, 10, and 15. So first of all, let us find out the LCM of 3, 6, 10, and 15. right? So therefore, what should be LCM? LCM of 2, 3, and 5 is equal to 2 into 3 into 5, which is equal to 30. This is your LCM, right? So what should be the smallest square number that is divisible by each of these numbers? So what should you do? If you remember this kind of example I worked out, what I tried to do was I tried to prime factorize 30, right? Okay, so prime factorization of 30 we got as 2 into 3 into 5. So now we want to make 30. What should be multiplied by 30 to make it a perfect square? So now that means what should be multiplied by 30 to make it a perfect square? That is the question now, right? So what should we multiply with 30? 2 is unpaired, 3 is unpaired, 5 is unpaired. Pair everything. So 30, in order to pair 2, you must multiply by 2. In order to pair 3, you must multiply by 3. And in order to pair 5, you multiply by 5. So you get here 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5, right? So that means you get this as 2 square into 3 square into 5 square. That means 2 into 3 into 5 square. So this now becomes a square number. So what should be, what is the least square number? Therefore,
Sir,
least, yes.
so can you please tell me that what smallest number should be divided to 16244
Wait,
to
let
make
me
it a
finish. Let
perfect?
me finish this question, then you will read out your question. Least square number which is divisible by what numbers are given? 3, 6, 10, and 15. 3, 6, 10, and 15 is equal to this number 30 into 2 into 3 into 5. So how much this will come to? I think this will come to 30 into 30, which is 900.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Fine.
sir.
So 900 is the least number, which is divisible, least square number, in fact, which is divisible by each of the numbers 3, 6, 10, and 15. Yes, who was asking a question?
Sir, can you please tell me the smallest number that should be divided to 16244 to make it a perfect square?
16244.
Yes, sir, 16244.
Okay, let me write the question. 16244. This is your number, right?
Yes, sir.
What least number must be multiplied or divided?
Divided.
Divided. Okay, first of all, you prime factorize this. Okay. So 2, we have 8, 1, 2, 2. Again, it will go with 2. 2, 4061. Now 4061, see how to check whether 4061 is divisible. You can check 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can continue till your 11 or 12. Okay. I'll tell you that divisibility test for 11 and 12 also later, but you can continue. But what you see here is that you have a 1 here. That means whatever two numbers you are multiplying to get 4061, what should be the last digit of those numbers? What should be the last digit? Can anyone tell me what should be the last digit?
Sir,
Of-
one only.
Either it can be 1 or it can be 9 also,
Yes, sir, 9.
right?
Yes, sir.
So, and what number is
Sir,
this? Yes, tell me.
Sir, it is divisible by 31.
That is what I'm coming to. Okay, wait. Um, so either it can be 1 or it can be 9, right? Now see how to check what number should I get. So if there is a 1, so if this is 4061, this can be a 2-digit number, right? This has to be a 2-digit number. It cannot be a 3-digit number, obviously, isn't it? The 2-digit number you're multiplying by a 2-digit number. Let us try 1. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's try 9 first. 9. So you try with the numbers 19 into 19. Next, you can try with the numbers 29 into 29. Okay. Next, you can try with the numbers 39 into 39. Okay. But 39 into 39, when you try, you will see that you will get a number that is greater than 4061. So you stop here. That means these will not work. Okay. So what you do here is next you try with 1. 1, 1. Okay, so what numbers? Let's try 11 into 11. It will not give 121. 11 to 11. That means this will not work. Let's try out the next number. Let's say 21. 21 into 21. Will it work? It will not work. It will be a number lesser than 4061. What about the next number? Next digit? 3. 31 into 31. You see that 31 into 31 will give you 4061. So that means the next one here is you can divide by 31 and you will get 131 here. Okay. So 131 is a prime number. You cannot divide it any further. So 130. So therefore, what are you getting? 16,244 is equal to 2 into 2 into 31 into 131. So what was your question? Should be multiplied or divided?
It should be divided.
Should be divided. So let's see what pairs are here, and only one pair is here. So this is left unpaired, this is left unpaired. That means we have to divide this by both the unpaired numbers, right? 31 into 131. There. That means least number to be divided. To make 16,244 a perfect square is equal to 31 into 131. Okay, and 31 into 131, how much is 31 into 131? 4061. So 4061 is your answer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that's it. We move on to the next problem from assignments. The last problem here. Let's work it out very quickly and finish this today. A ladder is 6 meters long, leans against a wall. So you have a wall here. Okay, and then you have a ladder here resting on this wall. Okay. A ladder reaches the wall to a height of 4.8 meters. So this is your 4.8 meters. And which is the ground level? This is your ground level here. Okay. This is your ground level. And this has to be perpendicular. This is 90 degrees. So ladder reaches a height of 4.8 meters. Okay. And ladder, what is the length of the ladder? 6 meters. Question is find the distance between the wall and the foot of the ladder. This is the wall and this is the foot of the ladder. You have to find out this length. Okay. So let's call this triangle ABC. This is a right angle triangle. Again, we can use Pythagoras theorem. But here in this case, if you see, the hypotenuse is given to you. The perpendicular is given to you. The base you have to find out. Right?
Yes, sir.
So let's say, say find let the distance between the wall and the foot of the ladder be x. Okay, so this we call this x. Therefore, BC is equal to x. From Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. I write down what is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC, perpendicular is AB, and base is BC. Now put the values. AC is 6, so 6 square. AB is 4.8 square, and BC is, okay, so this means 36 is equal to square of 4.8. How do you find out the square of 4.8? It is 48 by 10 square, right? That's x square. And 36 is equal to, you can multiply these two, 48 into 48.
23.4, sir. 23.04.
100, right? So that means 36 is equal to 2304
2304.
divided by 100 plus x square. So that means you get 36 is equal to, now you shift two decimals to get 23.04 plus x square. That means x square, that means 36 minus 23.04 must be equal to x square. That means how much is this? 36 minus 2304, 23.04 is 12.96 is equal to x square. That means x square is equal to 12.96. So what is x here? X is the square root of 12.96. And how do you find out the square root? Convert it to a fraction.
3.6.
Convert it to a fraction first. Now you can use a prime factorization also, or you can use your division method. Better use division method. Okay. So 1296 you have to find out. Let's find out the three into 3, 9, and you get 396, right? So double this, you get 6. So will 66 into 6 work? Yes. You insert the digit 6.
396.
6. 296. Okay. So what do you get here? That means x must be equal to root over of 1296 divided by square root of 100. 1296, we have already got the square root here, 36, and square root of 100 you know is 10. That means 3.6 meters is your answer. Is this clear? This working has to be shown in fair. If you're doing it by division method or by prime factorization method, whatever you're doing, you will do it in fair. Okay. So I'll stop here.